Hey now, what is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB. Chuck Taylor, right? Is that his name? Fried chicken! Chicken! Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo. Even saying that out loud, I don't know what to think. This is the first ever Christmas episode of South Park from the very first season back in 1997. I don't even really know what made me go back and watch this. I mean, I know it's for my 12 Days of Christmas, but just in general, I'm not the biggest South Park person. It's not a show that I ever really sat down and watched on my own. Over the years, I've probably only watched like a handful of episodes, if even that much. I have a bunch of friends, a bunch of buddies who would every once in a while say, "Have you seen that episode?" And they would sit down and show it to me, and I would laugh, but I wouldn't really think I gotta start watching this show now. I would just watch it, laugh, and then move on. But it's a show that's been around forever. I mean, clearly, like I said, this first season, 1997, holy crap. I don't even think I realized it's been around for this long. I'm kind of glad I did watch this. Now, luckily, I have enough familiarity with this show and the characters that I wasn't thrown off by who was who, right? I did recognize some of the tropes, and I did recognize some of the maybe stereotypes of the characters and what their characteristics are like. But right off the bat, you see that Kyle, he's Jewish, but he's participating in a Christmas play at his school, and his mom loses her shit. And I guess for decent reasons. I mean, I get that the whole point of the episode is that everybody is offended and everyone is overreacting and everyone wants to be catered to by this school and this play, right? Everyone, in order to not offend everyone, they have to modify the play and modify the event, and therefore nobody ends up being happy, which is kind of crazy that back in 1997 they did an episode that was like this, because an idea or a plot like this could still be relevant today. You just throw in social media and it's all the same bullshit. Anytime the mom would react to something, there was this sound effect of the mom like her gasp reaction, but that sound effect I've heard be played in other things, like other shows. But Kyle starts to talk about this Mr. Hanky character. And at first I thought, oh, okay, maybe this is just something that him and his family do. And because no one else partakes in it, that they're just unfamiliar. But then you see that no, even his parents don't go along with this. Even his parents don't believe him. And he's talking about Mr. Hanky as if he's a big old piece of poo that comes out of the toilet and talks to him. It's all very weird. It's all pretty trippy, especially when I thought the episode was trying to say that Kyle is insane, that he's mentally ill, that he's crazy, and that he's hallucinating this piece of poo talking to him. Maybe he's so unhappy with his home life. Maybe he's so upset with his parents or whatever it is. And so he's created this fictional character. In the scene when he's in the bathroom and Mr. Hanky is talking to him and it's sort of bouncing around the bathroom and on the sink and on the walls, and there's poo remnants everywhere. It was grossing me out, for one, but then when the parents come in and they see him holding the piece of poo and it's not talking back, it's not acting like Mr. Hanky, I thought, oh my God, this Kyle guy, he's nuts. And then he gets locked up in a mental hospital. I felt really bad for this damn kid. I almost forget that these kids are so young, that they're in elementary school. God damn. Like, Cartman's a dick, right? Like, I know Cartman is the dick of the group. I know he's the asshole. He's the brash one. He's the very vocal and loud one. But he's just an asshole. He's a dick. And so I forget that they are indeed that young. I enjoyed the numerous times that they teased Kenny's death. That's another thing that I'm very well aware of, that Kenny dies in almost, if not all, episodes of the show, and that you have to figure out different ways to kill this character off. In fact, when I was younger, I always felt bad for Kenny. Like, why do they have to kill him so many times? I also never understood how they brought him back from the dead, or just pretend like he didn't just die in the previous episode. I'm sure they've addressed it eventually. Overall, the episode is amusing. The episode is a fun watch. I did find myself laughing throughout it. I also was impressed, like I said, with how relevant this plot is and can be made for today. Kind of interesting, though, that Chef was the one who sort of informed everybody that Mr. Hanky was a real character. It made me wonder, like, how did Kyle's parents not be aware of Mr. Hanky being a real thing, or that it was. I mean, they show a commercial with real life people messing around with their poo, and oh, okay, you know what? I'm getting grossed out just thinking about it. So, guys, let me know in the comments below if you are aware of this episode of Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo from South Park. Are you a big fan of South Park? Have you watched most of the episodes, most of the show? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!